Patrick Cleburne was a Confederate general in the Civil War. Basically, Cleburne wanted to supplement the manpower shortage in the South during the war by freeing 300,000 slaves and enlisting them, training them as soldiers in the Confederate Army. Well, there were a lot of people in the government that didn't want that to happen, and it made a lot of enemies for him. And basically, the story is about the conspiracy in the government against him, what it cost him, his career, his personal life, and it ultimately ends in the Battle of Franklin in Tennessee. And some of the artwork from the book, Patrick Cleburne had to lead his division against entrenched lines of Union soldiers. And Franklin, 6 generals were killed in 5 hours. In the proportion of men engaged in the Civil War, more men died at Franklin in proportion to the units fighting than any other battle in the whole war. 2,000 casualties. And one of those casualties would be Patrick Cleburne himself. But this story follows that. I did a lot of research on it for the past 10 years. About 75% of what you read in this book is fact, and the rest is dramatic license. So it is a novel, it's not a history book, but it's something that just covers a little aspect of history and a man in history that's not very well known and deserves his due. But then I thought, how interesting would it be to write a story from the other side's perspective, and then I found this man, Patrick Cleburne, and he wanted to do something that few people in the Confederacy could even conceive of, which was to basically enlist black troops to fight for the South. So not only was he proposing a military solution to the society that he was fighting for, he was also proposing a social revolution, because when you arm a man and train him and enlist him as a soldier, you have to accept him as an equal. So not only was he threatening to overthrow basically people's perceptions about black Southerners, but he was also basically wanting to overthrow their whole social system, because when you do that, you have to acknowledge that slavery basically is wrong and that all men are equal. And that's where he ran into trouble.
Hi, my name is Ray Felix. I'm presenting World Without Superheroes, #4, alternate history story about the Vietnam and superheroes in Vietnam. In this issue, you have the Black Panthers and Muhammad Ali as superheroes fighting in the jungle against government superpowered agents.
How long have you been an independent artist?
Oh, I've been selling comic books since 2002, doing shows, but I've been drawing comic books forever. Like seriously since 2000, but I've been drawing it forever.
How difficult is it?
Well, it's difficult in the beginning, but it becomes effortless after you do it over and over again. I draw, write, color, letter, distribute, and do conventions. Oh, I'm a one-man force. That's it.
Do you do exclusively conventions, or how do you distribute your comic?
I distribute my comic in the metropolitan area, like all the big comic book stores in Manhattan mainly, and I also do online at www.copyjavastudio.net, and we also have a lot of different ways. It's like, and I also teach comic books also.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're a full-time man, huh?
Yeah, I'm a full-time guy. I'm a working artist.
All right, thanks.
Check out my movie by Lion Gates Pictures of me and Creative One Comics. Feliz Navidad, A Wonderful Christmas came out in 2005. You'll see all our comic work in that film.
Movie?
Yeah.
Oh.
On Blockbuster. Check it out.